I'm Christine, the anxious beginner. And that's Palais, our fearless captain. Together, we've bought a 45-foot sailboat, and we're ready for an adventure.
Okay, so our friends Sandy and Thomas are here to show us how to fly spinnakers, and we discovered our spinnaker halyard are tangled up. We can't get them down from the top of the mast, so now I'm being called up to untangle them.
Alright, I got us going, and this morning it was foggy, but the fog seemed to have lifted. But as soon as I turned the corner out of the anchorage, I could see that where I'm going still has a lot of fog. I'm hoping that the visibility is still pretty good, and I turned on the radar. Kylie's still down working, so I don't really have a lot of help from him unless I really need it. I think it's going to be alright. I can see still pretty far within that fog from here. Looks like it might be a little bit more dense through this passage, but we'll just take it one step at a time. There are plenty of places to anchor if the visibility gets too bad and I need to wait it out until I have help. But that's where we're at. There's some fog for this leg of the journey. Already 2 ferries came out of the fog bank, but now a 3rd one just came out. Thought we were going to be doing pretty good to not have to deal with ferries in the fog, but I think we're still just going to have to be real mindful. And I've slowed us down. Deception passes. As you can see where this rock is, it's right on the hillside across from there. So we're getting close. At the speed we were going, we were an hour away, so I slowed us down because it's 2 hours before slack. And looks like the fog has mostly lifted. You can see there's still a little bit over here. So there might be still a little bit in Deception Pass, but in 2 hours from now, I doubt it. So that's where we're at. We'll be going through Deception Pass once again. It's a big deal. If you don't know, it can get up to 8 knots. We are going to have a little bit of current against us as we go in, and then the currents will switch and be with us, and then they'll be with me. I'll probably continue to have about 2 knots of current for the next couple of hours as I go through the narrow bit on the inside of Whidbey Island.
Christine has been motoring us during the day while I was finishing working, and now she wants to go have a nap. So it's my turn to captain, and we have a nice wind off of our starboard beam, so I think we're going to put up the sails. I don't know what's going on here, but we got a boat towing a boat, towing another boat. Triple boat towage. We've got double barges sneaking up on us here.
So the glass was falling down in the front of the oven. So I've asked Pally to take a look at it, and now he's taking the entire stove apart, and we have guests coming in a few hours. And then he's putting them in my clean bowls. But the alternative would be someone who isn't going to fix it ever, and I would prefer to have someone who's just going to go and try to fix it right now. Now that the oven is fixed, it's time to spend some time with friends and check out all the fun that Seattle has to offer before it's time to get the boat ready for our ocean passage.
Yep, got some tasty reeds in here.
Yeah. I remember I drove through a bunch of that. I was like, I better check that strainer. Good call, Christine. You're so smart.
We got our new pieces here. This one is just gonna sit dangling in the bilge there for one day when like something's wrong with the water maker and we need to disconnect it but not lose pressure in our water system. So let's attach them.
Good. It's time to do the engine maintenance before the big day.
Run the motor for a bit first, warm it up, and move all the sludge around so we can get it out. So
You're gonna be making messes in here.
I guess
Yeah, just like that.
it just goes on like that. It looks like it had a hose clamp at one point. Is that gonna something we should be hose clamping?
It's gonna just dribble oil down it. How could I support you?
You can get the door.
What is happening right now?
We're rinsing our water tanks with some tank cleaning solution. But we don't have a lot of solutions, so we're filling one tank, and then we're going to move that into the next set of tanks, and then pump it into the next set of tanks, and then overboard, and then rinse them all out with fresh clean water. So first, I have to go plug our garden hose in, but that's way down in this lazarette, which is not the most convenient place. Maybe
Get in the hole!
Upgrade and move it to a better place.
That's like the doghouse for you. I always be sending you in the lazarette.
And, oh, can you put something else in here? No. This hole might be too small with this sail in here.
Alright, so it is Thursday. Our crew was supposed to fly in on Sunday, and then we were going to make a trek up to Port Townsend, and then leave from there on Tuesday. He has just messaged me to let me know he's no longer coming. So he said that San Francisco is setting some rules around only people who are vaccinated are allowed to go to certain places, restaurants, bars, gyms. He thought that that might apply to the airport, and he says he's not vaccinated, so he isn't interested in coming anymore. He doesn't want to go to the airport and get turned away. It says that that is not supposed to go into effect until the 20th, which would be after Tuesday, after we depart, but he doesn't want to risk it. So now we are trying to find some new crew, or decide if we're going to go with less crew. So that is where we're at right now. Fun. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to join us on the next adventure, hit subscribe.